What's up, Wall fans? What's up, Common Sensors? And what's up, especially Go Tell to the Brewery fans? That's right, it is me, the one and only Sean O'Rourke, coming at you with another Go Tell It to the Brewery beer review. Now, I'm a little excited about this one. I really am. We launched the Go Tell to the Brewery reviews months ago, and I have yet to have one of my favorite breweries actually on Go Tell to the Brewery. And finally, I'm getting around to it. So, for this edition, we have a very special brew from Stone Brewing Company called Scorpion Bowl IPA. That's right, Scorpion Bowl IPA. And you'll notice, big bottle, that's right. I don't always like to pour into the glasses, but sometimes when we have those big bomber 22-ounce bottles, we go ahead and pour it into the glass. Just makes it easier to drink, so I'm not, you know, holding the huge bottle up over my head and that kind of stuff. And it's a tasty one. It is definitely a tasty brew. I'm extremely partial to Stone. If you're not familiar with my work, with Go Tell to the Wall, Go Tell to the Brewery, I actually grew up in San Diego. Grew up in San Diego in the 90s. That's right, in the 90s, when Stone came out. I remember the days of Stone before Stone was even a thing. They existed. They had a brewery. They didn't have these nice bottles with all these cool designs and stuff. No. If you knew someone that worked at Stone, or maybe was a founder of Stone, you could possibly get yourself some completely blank bottles that were coming out of their brewery. And that was kind of how I cut my teeth on beer drinking. It really is kind of how I cut my teeth on beer drinking, was with Stone, with real beer drinking. Not that, you know, Corona, Coors Light, natural ice type stuff. No, real beer. Stone Brewing is really what I would call the first one that I cut my teeth on. And so I'm very partial to them. Very partial to Stone Brewing. Their attitude, their beers, everything. As you can see, I'm actually wearing one of my Stone hats. One of the few breweries I actually have product from because I love them so much. So, let's get into that Stone Scorpion Bowl IPA. It is, I don't want to call it a traditional IPA, but what they did, Stone, was they wanted to get a little tropical with their IPA. So they came up with the Scorpion Bowl IPA. But instead of putting fruit in it like they do some of the IPAs, this is going to be an IPA where they relied completely on the hops to give it a little tropical flavor. And I will tell you, it's a subtle tropical flavor. This just came out in February 2018, end of February. It is available nationwide. You can find it really anywhere. Only in the bomber bottles or on draft. You're not going to find it in a 6-pack. You're not going to find 12-ounce bottles. You got to get yourself one of the 22-ounce bottles. That's the way to go if you're going to do a Scorpion Bowl IPA. However, I don't think it is as tropical as some of the other beers out there, whether they do have fruit or whether they are relying strictly on the hops for that little fruity tropical flavor. It has a little bit of it, but I would put it more on the aftertaste as opposed to the front like you get with a lot of those hazy IPAs and that kind of stuff, which has officially become a beer category according to the Craft Brewers Association of the United States. I think they're only in the US. I don't know. I don't keep track of this stuff. If you're a big Go Tell to the Brewery fan, you know, we don't like IBUs, all this other stuff. We compare. I would compare this to a Stone IPA. Really would. A Stone IPA, but it's got a little fruity kind of aftertaste to it. Very minimal, but a little bit of it is in there. So you're getting a little smoother than your traditional Stone IPA or their Arrogant Bastard Ale, which happens to be one of my favorites. Not technically an IPA, but very hoppy. Happens to be one of my favorites. And this one's sitting right around 7.5%. 7.5, so it's right in there where most of the Stone IPAs are and most of their pale ales and their mid-range alcohol content beers. So check them out. Look for one of those bomber bottles. You know, you want to try it. Get a little tropical with the IPA. And of course, always support Stone Brewing Company. One of my personal favorites and one of the best breweries in the country as far as I'm concerned. And they, of course, get their little independent craft official little stamp symbol because they are officially independent, no extra, you know, all that stuff. As much as they do, you know, they got a little brewery in Germany and all that other kind of stuff. Still completely independent out of Escondido, California. If you're not familiar with California, it's down near San Diego, North County, San Diego. That's where your boy, the one and only Sean O'Rourke, happened to grow up, and that's why I'm very partial to Stone, any Stone, but I am enjoying the Stone Scorpion Bowl IPA, so check them out. Available nationwide as of February 2018, so you can find it. Go to your grocery store, go to your liquor store, pick up a Scorpion Bowl IPA bomber. And remember, Wall fans, Common Sensors, Brewery fans, no matter what you're drinking, no matter who you're drinking with, no matter why it is you're drinking it, and especially no matter where you are drinking, always drink with common sense.